Hey guys, it's Jill here from Lavender and Friends, your source of essential oil education and inspiration. Tonight's class is love potions. So it's about spicing up your Valentine's Day with some love potions. So we'll be looking at some of the oils for their aphrodisiac properties, and we'll also be looking at some recipes and ways we can be using those to make massage oils, to make delicious chocolate treats, to make diffuser blends and perfume blends. So hopefully we'll have lots of fun. Hopefully my sound will work today. If you guys can give me a thumbs up or love heart, let me know the sound is working. Make sure the comments are actually working today. We had a bit of a stuff up yesterday, so hopefully the gremlins are out of my computer and we can kick off this class. All right, I'm just going to switch to the PowerPoint. Now you should see on screen a love potions PowerPoint. So as I said, today it's going to be a bit of fun. We're just going to be kind of playing around with love potions. Now this is just a bit of a an overview, and I just want to let you guys know I am not a doctor. I can't treat, diagnose, prevent, or cure anything, and the information I'm giving you is based on my personal experiences. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jill and I run Lavender and Friends, and I'm really passionate about teaching people how to use their oils safely and also inspiring them to love their oils because they're just such a versatile thing we can be using every day. And if you are a total newbie to essential oils, welcome. I hope you enjoy this. I'd love it if you wanted to check out one of my intro classes. If you jump into the video section or to my YouTube channel, you can watch any of my videos there. This is going to be a bit more advanced. It is aimed at people who have a bit more knowledge about oils. So if you're confused by any of the terms, just pop in a question and I'll try to answer it as quick as possible. All right, so can you guys give me a thumbs up if the sound is working? If you guys are commenting, that would be awesome. I just want to make sure everything's working okay today. And out of curiosity, where are you guys watching from? Just pop in the comments. So my husband and I live on the Central Coast in New South Wales in Australia. So I love seeing where you guys are watching from. All right, now again, this is just a quick little overview, but one thing I will mention is I choose to use doTERRA essential oils because to me, they are the best in the world. They have a real focus on quality and purity, so I can be confident in knowing that they're gonna be effective and safe. So some of the reasons I love the oils, yay, comments are working. Hey, Thania from Wollongong and Susie. This is really exciting, guys. Okay, so why did you guys choose doTERRA out of curiosity? So for me, quality. Every single batch is independently tested for purity and potency. There's no fillers, there's no cheap additives. They're very, very open about the way they source their oils and how they work with the distillers. And they source their oils in a very sustainable and ethical way. You can actually go to a website called Source to You, where you can actually see, if you type in the batch number on the bottom of your bottle, you'll actually see the testing results for that exact batch, which is pretty cool. I love the fact that they source their oils from indigenous plants, and a big part of how they source their oils is making sure that they are supporting the local communities and getting the best oils from the best plants where they're grown in Mother Nature. I love the fact that they're a really science-based company. Now this class is going to have a little bit of that science thrown in there, so actually I'm not going to apologize. I love the science behind how oils work. And in fact, we'll actually look at how the oils can actually physically affect our mood and our brain and how they can look. And we'll actually look at that in a bit. And I also love the support you get. So when you're enrolling with doTERRA, you actually enroll with a person, and that person is going to help you and guide you on your journey. So if you are new to oils and you don't have anyone that you're aligned with currently, I would love to be the one to help you get started. And or if you're already working with another person, that's fine. You are totally welcome here. These videos are welcome to pretty much anyone as well. All right, now, another thing I do always like to mention in my classes is the importance of having a reference book or an app. So as I said before, I'm not a doctor, but what I do love is having access to resources that can help me to know what to do. So when I first started doTERRA, I knew nothing about essential oils. I'm not even kidding you. I thought frankincense was a stone, like baby Jesus got gold and frankincense and myrrh, and I thought gold meant gold and frankincense and myrrh must be like gemstones. Literally didn't know a thing. But obviously, because I love learning about oils, I've read the books, I've used the recipes, I've gotten, a lot of help from them. So I recommend getting either a book or even downloading an app. Modern Essentials is great, The Essential Life is great, Droply app's another good one. There's lots and lots of options out there as well. So, one thing I'll mention as well is for those that are in my team, as part of your enrollment package, you do get a welcome pack in the mail and also an electronic version. And you also get your little booklet that comes with that. And that's something I think that's really important, is just constantly learning and learning more about your oils, because then you're going to use them and you're going to love them. Now, again, just going to quickly skim through this. Most of you guys watching, I'm pretty sure, experienced oilers. And in which case, pop in the comments, what is the last oil you applied and where? So last oil, I was diffusing this afternoon. Today was cleaning day. I did a massive cleaning blitz and I was diffusing some cinnamon and On Guard frankincense and wild orange because it just makes the house smell amazing. So we can use our oils 3 ways. The first is aromatically, which means to inhale the aroma. The second way is topically, where we apply it on our skin. And when we do that, we do want to be really mindful of safety by using a carrier oil to help to dilute that essential oil. Essential oils are very potent and powerful, so applying them directly on the skin can be a bit intense, and that's why we use a carrier oil. And the third way is we can use them as a food additive. So I will be sharing a delicious chocolate recipe as well further on. And if you want a copy of these slides and the recipes, if you clicked get tickets, I'll be emailing you a copy afterwards. Or if you didn't register, just send me a message. I can send you a copy. It's not a big drama. All right. Okay, science time. How does it actually work? I know there's a lot of people who say, it's just a bit of hype, it's a bit of, placebo effect. Actually, there is some pretty cool science behind it. So what happens when we inhale the fragrance of an essential oil? The odor molecules actually travel up our nose and they're registered by the nerves in our olfactory bulb, in the olfactory membrane, which is in our nose lining. Now, the odor molecules then stimulate the lining of the nerve cells and they trigger the electrical impulses to our olfactory bulb, which is in our brain. So basically, oil goes into the nose, triggers the electrical impulses up to our brain. The olfactory bulb then transmit these impulses to the amygdala, where the emotional memories are stored, and to other parts of the limbic system in the brain, which helps control our emotions, our mood, all that sort of thing. So when we're inhaling the aroma, or when we're actually putting it on our skin and it's absorbing into our bloodstream, it's then going to be dispersed throughout our body and going to create an effect. So depending on what oil we apply, it can create different effects. And depending on what chemical constituents are in the oil, what the oil is made up of, will then create different effects. Now, this is these 3 slides are copies of the oil chemistry wheel, the doTERRA oil chemistry wheel. Now, if you're a total science nerd, you will totally love this. So I'm putting this in there for you guys because you're my people. You can actually download the doTERRA oil chemistry handbook, and it takes you in incredible detail about the chemistry. But for those who maybe don't want to sit there and read all 300 pages, this is just a little snippet to help you understand how the different chemical constituents in certain oils have different effects. So for example, if you look at the ones with a monoterpene backbone, that means the ones that have the monoterpene molecules in them. If you look at your esters, then you can see further on you've got your linalool, which is in lavender, which has a calming effect. Now you can see that with the monoterpene backbones, there are ones that are calming, there are ones that are restoring, there's uplifting, soothing, clarifying. And so one of the things you can be doing when you're looking for a particular effect, you can actually look at the chemistry wheel and go, okay, well, I want to feel this. Which oil or combination of oils has the chemical constituents that are going to help me to achieve that outcome? So now that we've had a quick little overview, introduction, crash course in oils, let's have a look at the sexiest essential oils. Now, pop in the comments, which oil for you do you just love the smell of? What is the one oil that when you smell, you just go, oh, you feel so happy. Now, for me, you guys are probably going to giggle, I am in love with Douglas fir. Love the wood oils, but something about Douglas fir captured my heart the very first time I smelled it. And it's probably, well, it is hands down my favorite one to smell. I also do love rose, and we'll be talking a bit more about that oil later. Again, I just love the fragrance of it. And when I smell it, it just makes me really, really happy. But I'd love to know what oils you guys absolutely love as well. So the first two oils we're going to look at today is our rose and our jasmine. Now, you can actually get both rose and jasmine in the touch form, which means that they have a roller ball top, which looks like this. So you can simply take it off, roll it on. Oh, love rose. And because it says touch, that means that they're diluted with a carrier oil, so they're safe to apply straight on your skin. You can also, from the US at least, you can actually now purchase rose in 5 ml. Little top tip, if it comes and it's solid, it does that when it gets cold. So you just simply need to warm it up in your hands or put it under your underarm or down your bra, and it'll actually warm it up and get it back into that liquid state. Now, you can't currently purchase jasmine, but last year they did they did a promotion where you could earn a bottle, and I've managed to, actually they did this year, so I've got 2 bottles. You can actually earn jasmine. So it is one that there's a couple bottles hiding around you might find once in a while, but you can't actually officially buy them from doTERRA as well. Now, rose. Rose is the essential oil of love, which is no surprise when you think about roses are traditionally the flower of love, the one you give on Valentine's Day. It's about opening your heart center to receive love and strength, helping you to love yourself, and also reducing feelings of fear and unworthiness. So traditionally, we do associate roses with Valentine's Day, with giving them to loved ones, that beautiful red rose. And rose Rose inspires passion and enhances your self-esteem and confidence. And you can actually diffuse it or apply it topically over your navel and your heart to address a low libido. Now, a lot of people will comment that rose is the highest vibration oil. It can help to raise your vibrations up if you're feeling a bit flat. And some different ways you can be using it. Whoopsies. Sorry about that. Some different ways you can use it. As I said, you can diffuse it. You can inhale it straight from the bottle. You can diffuse it with mix it with a carrier oil and apply it over your heart. Or you can apply it to your pulse points and diffuse as an aphrodisiac. Now, I found a recipe for a Feel the Romance salve. And you take 5 drops of rose, 3 drops of Ylang Ylang, 2 drops of bergamot, 1 drop of sandalwood, and an unscented salve like your beeswax salve. And then you combine the oils with the salve, and then you can use that as a beautiful massage. Now, if you don't have a beeswax salve, you could probably just pop this in some fractionated coconut oil and again use it to create a really beautiful massage oil. Next, we have our beautiful jasmine. Now, I love jasmine. It's really floral. It's really beautiful. When I smell it, it makes me think of summer nights, that jasmine smell. My best friend in high school actually used to have jasmine growing in her backyard. So whenever I smell it, I remember being in high school and, you know, young romance and all that fun stuff. So jasmine's a really beautiful one, but it's also been shown to increase mental alertness, improve your mood, alleviate fear, and it also can help with balancing hormones. So you can diffuse it, you can be applying it to your pulse points to increase libido, or you could be massaging it as well. Now, Thania can't live without wild orange. I was diffusing wild orange today. I love wild orange. It's such a beautiful, beautiful oil. All right, so next up we have Ylang Ylang. Now, Ylang Ylang is a floral, and it's not always, it's not always one that people, it's one that you kind of either love or you don't love. And I meet people who just like think it's the greatest oil ever. And then I meet other people that are just like, oh, feral. So it is definitely a personal choice if you love it or not. I find it does need to be blended with some other oils. I'm not such a huge fan of it straight, but that said, there's some really great recipes out there. Now, Ylang Ylang is actually one of the most powerful essential oil aphrodisiacs. It builds sexual desire, encourages attraction, and affects hormones. So the best way to be using it is to diffuse and apply it topically to pulse points. Now, I found a recipe for a gorgeous body scrub, and you take 1 cup of Epsom salt, half a cup of sugar, a 1/4 cup of fractionated coconut oil or another carrier oil of choice. Then you add 10 drops of lemon, 5 to 6 drops of Ylang Ylang, and you put the oils in the carrier oil, and then you mix with the sugar and the salt, and you can make a beautiful body scrub. You can gift it to someone, or you could store it, and you just want to store it in a dry place and use within 8 weeks. So have any of you guys ever used or made a body scrub, and which oils did you choose to put in it? I would have never thought that lemon Ylang Ylang would be a nice combination, but it actually is quite nice. So there you go. Now, Samantha loves her Jasmine Touch. Jasmine Touch is a beautiful perfume. Like, if you don't know what to wear, just put Jasmine on. Always smells beautiful. All right, ginger. Now, I absolutely love ginger. It's one of my favorite oils. It's the oil of empowerment. And I basically when I smell it, it's like a kick in the pants to just get stuff done. Like, stop making excuses, just get out there and just go for it. So if you're needing a bit of courage, great oil to be using. Now, ginger is about encouraging emotional openness, and it also promotes blood circulation. So sesquiterpenes like zingiberine make ginger a really calming oil, and it can also help to soothe if you have a bit of victim mentality, kind of like, oh, it's not my fault, everyone's so mean to me. It doesn't let you deal with that. It's like, no, take the power back and deal with the stuff. And it's really just such a zesty, uplifting oil. You do want to be using a carrier oil because it does create a really warming sensation. So mixing it with some fractionated coconut oil and using it as a warming massage is really, really nice. And in fact, I made a blend up my first year of Diamond Club, and it was ginger, wild orange, and arbor vitae. And it was my Diamond Club blend because the arbor vitae reminded me to trust in God and to trust that He was looking out for me and I wasn't doing this alone. The wild orange is the oil of abundance, and it was reminding me to be joyful and to be uplifting, to stay calm, to not let my brain go racy, but just to, stay in the moment. And then the ginger was about getting me to feel empowered and feel that I could do it and have confidence in myself. And the blend worked amazingly, and it still to this day is one of my favorite blends. Now, I'm going to actually pop in the comments a recipe rather than read it all out. But this is Alice Nichols' ginger chocolate slice, and it is amazing. Let's see if this will let me make a comment. Oh, it's not letting me make a comment. Oh, it did work. All right. See if that worked. Yes, it did work. All right, so this is Alice Nichols' ginger chocolate slice. You take some butter, almond meal, dates, buckwheat, vanilla, sea salt, and ginger. And you could actually put some chocolate in as well to melt on top. So there's a little recipe you can give a try too. And Samantha likes to make geranium and grapefruit scrubs. Oh, that would be interesting and very good for like helping to increase circulation because of that grapefruit. All right, now the next one we have is Neroli. Now, fun fact, in case you didn't know, the wild orange tree actually makes 3 oils. doTERRA sources 3 oils from it. So if you know which 3 oils it is Neroli, which comes from the flowers, wild orange oil comes from the peel, and petitgrain comes from the wood. So they actually get 3 different oils with fairly different properties from the same tree, which is pretty cool. So Neroli has a really floral citrusy scent, and it's been used for centuries as an aphrodisiac. It can help to calm your nerves and also stimulate romantic feelings. Now, the alcohols like linalool, which are found in Neroli, help make it a really calming oil that brings intimacy, trust, and partnership to relationships. So the best way to be using is you can diffuse it. You can inhale it from cupped hands. You could simply rub some on your hands and breathe it in. And you can apply it to your pulse points when you're feeling nervous or exhausted. And the next oil we have is sandalwood. Now, I absolutely love sandalwood. There's actually two different types of sandalwood. doTERRA has Hawaiian sandalwood and Indian sandalwood. The only difference, in my opinion, I find Hawaiian sandalwood's a little bit sweeter. It has a bit of a sweetness to it, whereas I find the Indian sandalwood doesn't quite have that. But they're both really beautiful, beautiful oils. Now, sandalwood is a really cool oil because it actually helps to calm your mind without being a sedative. So when you have things like your lavender, they have that sedative effect and you're calm, but you're also sleepy. Sandalwood doesn't do that. It calms you down, but your mind is still able to be alert and focused. So it's really good at helping to create emotional intimacy and openness. And it can also aid in stimulating romantic encounters. It's an aphrodisiac, and it's got alcohols like santalol in it, which makes it a stabilizing oil that can help you ground you and help you to be more open and more loving. Now, some different ways that you can be using your sandalwood is you can apply it to your temples to clear your mind, which actually is really good if you struggle with getting out of your head and just enjoying the moment. So if you are a mental list maker and you tend to, whenever you have a spare moment, you're thinking through all the things you need to do and making shopping lists and making it can be really hard to just stop that and just focus on enjoying what's going on. So this is where putting a little bit of sandalwood in your temples can actually help you to just relax, feel that calmness, and actually get out of your head. You can diffuse it. And a sensual linen mist is if you take 10 drops of sandalwood, 6 drops of Ylang Ylang, and 14 drops of bergamot. You can mix it with 3 ounces of distilled water in a glass spray bottle, and then you just spray and shake it up and then spray on your bed sheets. And it would smell lovely. All right, now we have black pepper, which I realize is actually in the kitchen still because I was making hummus, and I like to add lemon and hummus to my black pepper. So I'm sorry, lemon and black pepper to my hummus. Now, black pepper is another one of those warming oils that helps to increase circulation and sexual appetite. So if we are going to apply it topically, we need to be mixing it with a carrier oil so it doesn't get too intense. So it's another good one you could be adding to make a massage out of. And another amazing recipe is black pepper and lime chocolate. So this is from, this recipe actually comes from doTERRA Everyday. It's a doTERRA recipe. So I'll just pop it in there. And it's pretty simple to do. You have cacao, coconut oil, sea salt, maple syrup, cinnamon bark, lime, black pepper, cayenne pepper, vanilla beans, and cinnamon. I actually bought maple syrup today to test this recipe out. I've had it made for me, but I haven't made it before, so I was actually really excited to get a chance to try this. Now, here are a couple of oils that you can be using for libido support that you can either be, the main suggestions I would have would be to diffuse, put it in the air and inhale the aroma, or apply it to your pulse points. So that can be things like your wrists, behind your ears, on your, your chest, around your neck. That can be really good ones to be using. So first of all, we have our Passion. Now, Passion is the inspiring blend. And I actually did a post about it today on the page about how Passion can be really helpful, especially if you're a full-time stay-home mom and you spend all day being just touched by kids and being sleep deprived, and then the last thing you want to do is just be intimate. You just want to just not be touched by anyone. Passion can be a really good one at helping you to work through those feelings and helping you to, I guess, embrace the relationship you may have with your partner. Then, as we talked about, we've got Ylang Ylang, which is an aphrodisiac and helps to balance the hormones. Then we also have clary sage. So clary sage is an arousing oil, and again, it's a really great one for balancing hormones. And I know that, particularly for me, I know that I can be very, very hormonal depending on where I am in my cycle. And so using oils to help me to feel more in control and not just be at the mercy of my emotions can actually be really beneficial, because then I'm not just getting angry and then feeling bad that I got angry and then feeling upset because I got, it just helps me to stay nice and calm. Then you've got Jasmine, which is about nurturing healthy sexuality, and Sandalwood can actually be a really good one for the guys as well, because it specifically can help support them with the way they're feeling. Now here are a couple of diffuser blends you could be using, or these are actually roller bottle blends. So what you can do is you can take a roller. You can actually buy empty rollers. I sell empty rollers if you want to. It's on my website, www.lavenderandfriends.com. Or you can just search online and find empty rollers. And what you can do is you add these oils to your roll bottle, top with a carrier oil, and apply on the pulse points. So Seduction has Ylang Ylang, Rose, Geranium, Wild Orange. Venus has Ylang Ylang, Rose, Lavender, Sandalwood. Aphrodite has Sandalwood, Ylang Ylang, Patchouli, and Ginger. Your Attraction blend has your Rose, Bergamot, and Ylang Ylang. And then your Amore is Passion and Whisper. Now, I haven't talked about Whisper yet, but Whisper is the women's perfume blend. So it's absolutely gorgeous. It smells divine. It lingers for hours. But it's also a really great oil at supporting your hormones, supporting your emotional balance. A really, really great oil to be using and diffusing as well. And then for your guys, if you're looking for some blends, here are a couple of blends, Cologne blends that you can be using. So again, you can be putting them in a roller and topping it with fractionated coconut oil and using it to make a cologne for them too. And finally, just an important little health and safety tip. Love is in the air, so are germs. So let's be sure we wash our hands. So we've got our On Guard foaming hand wash and also our On Guard spray. So it is meant to be a bit funny, but it is a good important reminder that we should always be careful of having good hygiene at all times. And I just want to share a couple of quotes that I found that I thought were really, really beautiful. So the first one is, demonstrate love by giving it unconditionally to yourself. And as you do, you will attract others into your life who will love you without conditions. And I think that's really important. So a lot of these recipes are obviously, talking about if you're with a partner, but it's also really important that you are taking care of yourself and loving yourself and creating, a safe space for yourself as well. Because if you are loving yourself, then others will follow suit. And another one I love is from Oscar Wilde. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance, which I think is a very beautiful, beautiful one to think about. Now, I will share a little bit about aromatic dressing too, because all these blends and oils we've been chatting about make beautiful aromatic dressings. So aromatic dressing is a way of using your oils every day to basically to cover yourself head to toe and smell amazing. So what you do is you get a small little dish. That's actually my aromatic dressing stand in the picture. So it's just a small dish. It's actually a tomato sauce dish from Kmart. And what you do is you put in fractionated coconut oil, and then you add in roughly about 4 to 6 drops of essential oil into it. So it smells beautiful. And then you simply apply it on your body. So you can do it first thing in the morning, you can do it before you go to bed, and you start at your feet and you basically massage it up your legs, massage it on your arms, massage your chest, your stomach, your back. And it's about taking the time to love and nourish your body. So you'll smell amazing, you'll be touching your skin. It's a really great time to be using your affirmations and, setting your intention for the day, doing some prayer, thinking about the things you want to, bring into your life. And the beauty of it is you can make almost any blend you like. And you can use rollerball recipes, you can use diffuser blends, whatever you're drawn to, you can actually use it. And I do my aromatic dressing at the gym. I actually have an empty doTERRA bottle that I've filled up with carrier oil, and I put whatever oils I want for the day. And when I hop out of the shower at the gym, I just do it in my undies at the gym and just, use that time to apply the oils. So I love aromatic dressing, and I actually really suggest people do it because it's a beautiful way to either start your day or to, prepare yourself for bedtime. So that is just a couple of aromatic dressing blends that I love. I'm sure you'll find lots and lots. And actually, Vanessa Jean, who runs Food Alchemy, on her website, she has pages and pages of beautiful aromatic dressing blends for pretty much every possible scenario. So definitely go and check those ones out as well. All right, so finally we are coming to the end of the class. So thank you guys so much for joining me. If you are new to doTERRA and you want to find out a bit more information about how you can access these products and oils, you can jump straight on my website, which is www.lavenderandfriends.com, and you can purchase the oils online. If you're not sure what you want a bit more guidance, definitely feel free to send me a message. I'd love to help you get started. Or if you're already aligned with another oil educator, just go to them and I'm sure they can help you get started. I will explain that with doTERRA, you have two ways of purchasing. The first is paying retail, which is full price. And the second way is if you get your own wholesale account, where you'll receive an automatic 25% discount off wholesale prices. So it's definitely worthwhile. There are some beautiful starter kits you can purchase, which have a collection of oils, and they're at an even better discounted price than if you were to buy the products individually. So again, if you jump on my website, www.lavenderandfriends.com, and you can see all the products available there. Another thing we have too, for those who are have a wholesale account, there is a monthly ordering program called the Loyalty Rewards Program, where you can earn points back off your purchases, which you can then redeem for free products. So if you check out any of my unboxing videos, it'll take you in a bit more detail through how that all works. And finally, I just want to, challenge you guys of whose life are you wanting to change? Are you wanting to change your life by using these beautiful products, whether it is to create a beautiful massage oil or whether it is to aromatically dress in the morning and show yourself a bit of love? Or maybe you're wanting to change your friends' lives and introduce them to essential oils. So if that's the case, why not tag them this video or send them some links? Or even get a few friends together and have a class. I love teaching classes. It's one of my favorite things to do. Obviously, I'm teaching an online class right now, so I must love it. But getting a few friends together to experience the oils firsthand is always lots and lots of fun. And if that's something you're interested in, definitely send me a message. Or perhaps you would like to teach others about oils and be able to earn an income and do what I do. And if that's something you're interested in, I do have an amazing online training program for my team. So again, send me a message. We can have a bit of a chat about what that can look like for you and your family. All right, any questions? Pop them in the comments. Now, as I said, there was going to be a prize for participating, so I want to see who's been paying attention. So who can tell me what 3 oils come from an orange tree and where they come from? So I did tell you a bit earlier. Pop it in the comments, and the person who gets it right will win a prize. Now, my next webinar coming up is going to be on the 19th of February, so next Wednesday at 8 p.m, and it is a business overview. So if you're thinking about how you can get your oils for free, or how you can earn some commissions, or maybe even considering doing this as a way to supplement or replace your income, definitely tune into next Wednesday. It'll have a lot of information. And for those of you who are on the Central Coast, I'm also doing an emotions make and take on Thursday night, the 20th. And that's going to be, all the details about that are on my events page. Now, thank you guys for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you wanted to give me a thumbs up, that'd be great. Make sure you like and follow my Facebook page or subscribe to my YouTube channel to keep updated on all the latest news. And thanks so much for joining.